What's the first thing you think of when you hear the words airline food? Let's be honest, for many, it's a mental image of a cramped seat, a peel-back foil lid revealing a compartmentalized tray. Maybe it's a cube of mystery meat swimming in a vaguely brown sauce, some overcooked vegetables, and a rock-hard bread roll. It's often seen as a necessary evil on a long flight, something to endure rather than enjoy. But what if I told you there's an airline that has declared war on this stereotype? An airline that doesn't just serve food, but orchestrates a daily culinary performance on a global stage. An airline that operates one of the largest, most complex, and most sophisticated catering operations on the entire planet. An operation so massive, it's like preparing and serving a three-course meal for the entire population of a city like Richmond, Virginia, or Lugano, Switzerland, every single day. We're talking about Emirates Airlines, and this number is going to blow your mind. Every day, their kitchens prepare and serve over 215,000 complete multi-course meals. That's nearly 9,000 meals an hour, or 150 meals every single minute. This isn't just about reheating frozen dinners on an industrial scale. This is a story of global logistics, of culinary artistry meeting hard science, of cutting-edge technology, and a scale that is simply staggering. Today, we're going behind the scenes, deep inside the heart of this operation, to uncover exactly how Emirates pulls off this incredible feat, serving a world-class restaurant in the sky at 40,000 feet. The heart of this entire operation, its nerve center and kitchen, all in one, is here, the Emirates Flight Catering Facility, or EKFC, strategically located right next to Dubai International Airport. And when I say it's big, that's a profound understatement. We're talking about a facility covering over 178,000 square meters. That's the size of about 33 American football fields. It's a sprawling complex so large, it has its own internal, ceiling-mounted monorail just to move things around. Inside this culinary metropolis, a team of more than 10,000 employees, from executive chefs to logistics operators, works around the clock in a symphony of precise, synchronized movements. But before a single vegetable is chopped or a single oven is preheated, the journey of your meal begins months in advance, in the minds of a dedicated team of international chefs and menu planners. Serving a network that spans over 155 destinations across 6 continents means serving a world of palates. A passenger flying from Dubai to Tokyo has very different culinary expectations than someone flying from London to Sydney. A generic one-size-fits-all menu would be a spectacular failure. Emirates tackles this immense challenge by creating unique, regionally inspired menus for virtually every route. They employ a diverse team of chefs from all over the world to ensure the highest level of authenticity. A fragrant Thai green curry is developed by a Thai chef. The pasta for an Italian route is designed by an Italian chef who understands the subtleties of al dente. A bento box for a flight to Osaka isn't just a nod to Japanese cuisine, it's a carefully constructed meal with components like grilled miso-marinated fish, delicate tamagoyaki omelets, and perfectly seasoned rice. These menus aren't static. To keep the experience fresh for frequent flyers, they are completely rotated every single month. Now layer on another level of complexity. For a single flight, say from Dubai to New York, they need to design, test, and approve distinct menus for first class, business class, and economy. In economy, you might have a choice between a succulent chicken biryani or a hearty lamb stew. In business class, that choice expands to a multi-course meal served on fine china. And in first class, it's a full a la carte dine-on-demand service where you can have what you want, when you want it, from pan-seared salmon with asparagus to a premium steak cooked to your liking. And then there's the science of taste at high altitude. At a cruising altitude of 40,000 feet, the combination of low cabin pressure and extremely low humidity, drier than most deserts, wreaks havoc on your senses. It numbs your taste buds and dries out your nasal passages, reducing your sensitivity to sweet and salty flavors by as much as 30%. It's not that the food is bland, your senses are literally flying on standby.
Emirates chefs have to be part food scientists. They can't just add more salt, as that would be unhealthy and create a bland, salty taste. Instead, they masterfully compensate by using ingredients naturally rich in umami, the savory fifth taste. Think Parmesan cheese, soy sauce, mushrooms, and slow-cooked tomatoes. They use intense marinades, slow cooking techniques like sous vide to lock in moisture and flavor, and use bold herbs and spices that can cut through the high-altitude dullness. But perhaps the greatest logistical titan they face is the world of special meals. Vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, low lactose, kosher, halal, diabetic, child-friendly fruit platters, the list goes on. Emirates offers over 35 types of special meals to cater to every conceivable religious, medical, and dietary need. This isn't just a matter of swapping out one dish for another. Each category has its own dedicated production protocol. The kosher kitchen is a completely separate, sealed-off unit, operating under the strict supervision of rabbinical authorities. The halal meals adhere to rigorous Islamic preparation standards. Gluten-free meals are prepared in areas with separate utensils and equipment to prevent any risk of cross-contamination. Each of these special meals is then labeled, tracked, and verified at multiple checkpoints to ensure it reaches the correct passenger's seat. It's a level of personalization and care that is almost unheard of on this scale. So, the menus are set. Now, how do you actually produce 215,000 meals? Welcome to the engine room. The entire EKFC facility is divided into specialized zones, each a massive operation in its own right. You have the hot kitchens, a cavernous space filled with the sounds of sizzling and the steam of simmering sauces. Here, an army of chefs prepares the main courses. In one area, you'll see enormous tilt skillets, each the size of a car's hood, capable of searing thousands of pieces of chicken at once. In another, you'll find a battery of giant industrial cauldrons, called kettles, gently simmering away hundreds of liters of savory curries and rich sauces. Then you have the cold kitchens, where the atmosphere is calm and the temperature is strictly controlled. Here, teams assemble tens of thousands of fresh salads, appetizers, and fruit platters. The precision is remarkable. Every lettuce leaf is crisp, every tomato slice is uniform, and the bakery and dessert sections are a paradise of their own. They churn out over 130,000 bread rolls, 60,000 croissants, and thousands of delicate pastries and desserts every single day. One of their signature desserts, the sticky toffee pudding, is so legendary that they produce over 1.5 million individual servings of it per year.
Sourcing the ingredients for this colossal operation is a global task in itself. We're talking about tons of food per day, 150 tons of vegetables, 60 tons of chicken, 3.6 tons of salmon. High-quality feta cheese comes from Greece, premium olive oil from Italy, the finest basmati rice from India, and salmon from the cold waters of Norway. And in a groundbreaking move for sustainability and freshness, Emirates has invested in Bustanica, the world's largest hydroponic vertical farm located just a stone's throw from the airport. This facility provides over 1 million kilograms of high-quality, pesticide-free leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, and kale every year, moving them from harvest to the passenger's plate in just a matter of hours. An operation this size can't run on manpower alone. EKFC is a marvel of automation and logistical technology. The most visible and impressive piece of tech is the 2.5-kilometer-long electric monorail system. This isn't a train for people, it's a SkyTrain for food. Over 8,000 meal carts, each equipped with an RFID chip, are transported along this network. A central computer system tracks every single cart, sending it automatically from the storerooms to the correct kitchen, then to a specific assembly line, and finally to the correct chilling and dispatch bay. This system is the facility's bloodstream, ensuring a constant, efficient, and error-free flow of materials. But the most crucial piece of food technology, the one that ensures your meal is both safe and delicious, is the cook-chill process. This is the bedrock of high-volume, high-quality catering. Food isn't cooked and then kept in a warming cabinet for hours. That would be a disaster for food safety and would turn any dish into mush. Instead, immediately after being cooked to perfection, the food is rolled into a blast chiller. These powerful chillers use high-velocity cold air to rapidly cool the food down to a temperature below 5 HMC in under 90 minutes.
This process is so fast that it prevents the formation of large ice crystals that damage food cells, thereby locking in the original flavor, texture, and nutritional value. Crucially, it also stops the growth of bacteria, ensuring the meal is perfectly safe to eat hours later. This entire process adheres to the stringent HACCP food safety management system. The chilled food is then moved to the assembly lines. This is where automation gives way to the indispensable human touch. On long, continuously moving conveyor belts, empty meal trays begin their journey. They pass through teams of workers, each with a single, specific task. One person adds the main course, the next adds the salad bowl, another the bread roll and butter, another the dessert, and finally the cutlery pack and napkin.
It's like watching a perfectly choreographed ballet. Every movement is practiced, efficient, and precise. To ensure consistency, workers follow detailed plating guides, photographic instructions that show exactly how each dish should look, right down to the placement of the garnish. First and business class meals receive even more special attention, with each component plated carefully by hand to achieve that elegant restaurant-quality presentation. This isn't just a production line, it's thousands of culinary ambassadors building the Emirates experience tray by tray. Once a meal cart is fully assembled for a specific flight, it's security sealed and stored in a massive refrigerated holding area, ready for the final leg of its journey to the aircraft. Timing is everything. The entire operation is synchronized with military precision to the flight schedules of Dubai International, one of the world's busiest airports. Carts are called for dispatch, just in time for their flight. They are transported from EKFC to the aircraft on a fleet of specially designed high-loader trucks. These trucks are a marvel in themselves, capable of raising their entire body up to the level of the aircraft's galley doors, whether it's the main deck of a Boeing 777 or the upper deck of the giant Airbus A380. On the busy tarmac, these drivers navigate a complex dance with baggage loaders, refueling trucks, and other ground services. Once on board, the cabin crew takes over. They are the final custodians of the dining experience. They conduct their own meticulous checks, cross-referencing the contents of each cart with the flight manifest to ensure every single meal, especially the critical, special dietary ones, is accounted for. The main courses are then carefully loaded into the aircraft's advanced convection and steam ovens. These are not simple microwave ovens. They use a combination of steam and forced hot air to gently and evenly reheat the cooked chilled meals, bringing them back to the perfect serving temperature while retaining all the moisture and flavor that was locked in during the blast chilling process. This final step is the culmination of a 48-hour journey, from a raw ingredient arriving at EKFC to the delicious meal you receive at your seat, thousands of miles from where it was made. Serving 215,000 meals a day inevitably raises a huge question. What about the waste? In an operation of this magnitude, waste management is not an afterthought. It's a core pillar of the business. Emirates and EKFC are acutely aware of their environmental footprint and have implemented some truly innovative solutions. A key tool in their arsenal is a sophisticated AI-powered system. This system analyzes vast amounts of consumption data, tracking what gets eaten and what gets left behind on thousands of flights, correlated with the route, the time of day, and the class of travel. By learning passenger preferences with this incredible detail, they can more accurately predict demand and load the optimal amount of food, significantly reducing waste before the plane even takes off. For the unavoidable waste that does return, they have comprehensive recycling programs. A dedicated team sorts through returned galley carts to separate glass, plastics, aluminum cans, and cardboard for recycling. They've also drastically cut down on single-use plastics on board, swapping plastic stirrers for wooden ones, and introducing more sustainable cutlery packs.
The partnership with the Bustanica Vertical Farm is also a major sustainability win, slashing water usage compared to traditional farming and eliminating food miles for fresh greens. So, the next time you're on an Emirates flight, soaring through the clouds, and that meal cart comes gracefully down the aisle, take a moment to think about the incredible, invisible journey your food has been on. It's a journey that started with a chef's creative spark months ago. It took shape in a culinary city of stainless steel, was cooked and chilled by experts wielding cutting-edge science, and was assembled with a personal human touch. It was driven across a bustling tarmac and finally presented with a smile. Serving 215,000 meals a day isn't just about logistics. It's about a relentless commitment to quality, a deep respect for global cultures, and a mastery of science and technology. It's a powerful demonstration that airline food doesn't have to be a punchline. It can be a world-class dining experience, a genuine comfort that makes a long journey feel a little shorter and a little more like home. It is, without a doubt, one of the most impressive culinary shows on Earth. What's the most memorable airline meal you've ever had, for good reasons or bad? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this look behind the scenes as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the amazing logistics that power our world. Thanks for watching. Fly safe and eat well.